Hello everyone, and welcome back. So, if you noticed, I'm speaking a little bit differently from how I normally would. And this is because I'm trying out a different style of ASMR speaking. And the reason why is because I noticed that I was running out of breath sometimes while doing the recordings, and I didn't really understand why. However, I looked into ASMR speaking techniques, and the best way to do it, I found out, is through your diaphragm. And before I was doing it through my throat. So I hope with this new speaking technique, I can make recording a little bit easier. I can already feel it, so I'm not fully used to this style of ASMR speaking, but I think it just takes practice. Anyway, to actually start out the video, we're in Eversong Woods right now, and we are at the coast. For this video, I wanted to do some fishing practice. So we're going to be fishing from schools here in Eversong. And right now, we're west of Fairbreeze Village right here. And we're going to go down the map until we reach this river. And we'll fish from the river. Probably until we get to Sunground Village. This way we'll get both ocean fish and river fish. Alrighty, let's get started. I kind of have to watch the bobber a bit because I play with my sound off so the microphone doesn't pick it up. If I play with Bluetooth headphones on, they end up resembling the audio. They resemble the audio. So it ends up distorting the audio a bit as it's being recorded. Anyway, let's see. So there seems to be an actual school of fish in the water. Now, I do think I have something for this. Let's see. On a different character, I unlocked the angler's fishing raft. However, we don't have Pandaria fishing. Let's see if we can get close enough here. So luckily, this doesn't require us to have the fishing raft. We just have to swim out and find an underwater dune high enough to stand on. been playing this expansion at my own pace. And right now, as you can see, my warlock is at level 86. So I'm moving a little bit more slowly, but I'm also taking my time with the content. So we're at fishing level 60. And at fishing level 75. At fishing level 75 is when we'll be able to fish in Sandalar. I tried going there. I haven't done any questing there yet, but I tried going there to see how it would fare for fishing, but I ended up really preferring the coast and the what is this place called? Eversong Woods, yep. I also noticed that there are fewer mobs here in Eversong. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Maybe I just need to do more exploration of, did I say Zul'Gurub? I meant to say Zulaman. So do more exploration of Zulaman and see how it fares for fishing. If you look at it, it does kind of look like an underwater desert, doesn't it? Like you have the palm tree over there, and that almost looks like a cactus, but I don't believe that's how it's supposed to be. I'm not really sure what those underwater things are supposed to be. One does look like a tree though. So this viscous void has been the most bountiful fishing pool I think I've ever fished from. But the question is, are we actually fishing from the viscous void? Or are we fishing from something else? And I think we just answered our question. Let's try that again. Oh, looks like we can't actually reach it. Oh well. So guys, we're going to keep going. I feel silly for repeatedly fishing from that. Next time, I'll double check that I'm actually fishing from the pool. Let's fly over to the other coast. Sunset Strand. So this place definitely has some mobs. I'll try to avoid pulling them. Okay, let's see if we can fish. sun will swarm without pulling anything. I just realized if I disable the UI, then I can't see what I fished up. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Now, we really have to swim around these guys. I don't remember if the Naga was here in the Burning Crusade. I thought it was Murlocs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be Murlocs. I wonder what the lore is on why we're seeing an Naga now. So, this sun will swarm. I'm not quite sure if I'm fishing from it or not. I suspect that I'm not fishing from it. Let's just try this one more time. I think we got it this time. That looked like the right type of fish, definitely. And we fished up the entire swarm there. So we will keep swimming and swimming until we get to our next fishing pool. I think that all elves in this game seem to have a hilarious not fishing animation, the swim animation. They just look like fish when they're swimming. It's ridiculous. Okay, so friends, I'm not seeing many fishing pools right now. I got one. It's right here. Look how gorgeous the sky is. The swirl from that cloud. You can see it taper off into the smaller cloud right there. It's gorgeous. And we've arrived here at our next pool. earlier today when I was playing, I was decorating my home, and I finished decorating the bedroom, and it took me so long, but I learned a lot of things about the WoW housing editor while doing that, such as that you can scale items. There's also a move tool that allows you to move things manually among the X, Y, and Z axes. The main way to move things, it'll just kind of help you out, snapping them to a location. And don't get me wrong, it's very helpful, but when you need to be precise, it helps to use the advanced tools. Anyway, the reason I was editing my house is partially because I want to make a house tour video, but I didn't realize the decorating part alone would end up taking so long. Sorry, that was my stomach. But I think you guys will like the end result once it's ready. I was really surprised when I got the Midnight expansion, because when I got a home, I already had a bunch of housing decor items, and it was really from playing this game for years and years, and I'm sure there's a lot of cool furniture items I'm missing, but I think I have a good amount starting out as well. One of the things I really look forward to, or really one of the things that make me look really a lot more forward to doing dungeons, is the potential housing drops. I get so excited over that. It's nice seeing something other than gear for once, and in dungeons and raids, mount drops, they're so low compared to everything else. So it's nice to have something on top of that. Okay. So we've got a bunch of pools right here. A bunch of pools to fish from. And we built something. I'm just going to fear it. I don't really want any combat in this video, so I feared it, and then it's gonna go after us. See? Is he? No, he left us alone. Okay. Going to stay a bit further away from him this time. Anyways, other things. So last week in World of Warcraft retail, there was the Trial of Style event, and I had a lot of fun during that. But I don't know if you guys have watched the Roblox Dress to Impress videos. I don't play Roblox, but they have something similar. I'm pretty sure that Trial of Style is based off of that Roblox game. They give people like 5 or 6 minutes to put together an outfit, and personally, I think that's a bit too long. However, I think in WoW's version, there's just a couple minutes, and I think that's definitely not long enough. Maybe they made it shorter because things can be very rushed in WoW. Maybe that's why. But even having an extra minute, I think, would be quite nice. Anyway, I unlocked a lot of new transmogs through the Trial of Style. They've added a lot of new things to it since I last played, and it seems like they just keep adding on and on to what's already there. Let's see. So we're just about at the river entrance. Anyways, in a future video, I would like to show you guys my home once it's ready. Yup. I'm pretty happy with how the upstairs bedroom turned out, but there's a lot more places to edit. So, no fishing pools yet, surprisingly. Oh, I see one. Let's swim. Finally we got our first fishing pool. Nice. And we've got 2 gorgeous waterfalls next to us. I would show more of them if I had the sound on. I think after this I'll show them. Here we go. Got some bamboo over there as well. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So, other things. I don't know if you all are familiar with Bai Japan, it lets you order directly from Japanese sites. I have an order coming with some fan merchandise for anime, and I was thinking of making a video about that. I would like to explore different types of ASMR videos as well. World of Warcraft gameplay is the main thing I do on here, but I do like to try new things as well and share my other hobbies. Yep. So in this case, it looks like we're going to have to fly up here. There we go. I don't see nearly as many pools here, but here's one. Anyway, I got some anime figures, and I think that they would be good for tapping on. Yep. So, I'm looking forward to getting that package. Looks like we missed a vision here. I'm so bad at landing the ball bearing correctly into the pool. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's okay. I'll get the next one. Okay. So this is a Sunwell Swarm. Looks like we missed that one. That's okay though. Something that they've done in retail, which I really appreciate, is giving us way more fishing pools to fish from. In Classic, I think if you're like someplace like Stranglethorn Vale, they're pretty plentiful. Plus, that's where the fishing extravaganza is held, so that only makes sense. But yeah, I'm just glad that fishing pools are a lot more plentiful in retail. This type of ASMR is going to take me a bit more practice, but I'm getting used to it. And I think it's a lot easier for me to maintain. I think this is the bridge where in Eversong Woods the guy, the mage trainee, dropped his book, and his instructor had you go punish him with a punishing rod that turned him into a boar temporarily. So it was like a polymorph punishment. Nice, we got a rare fish, and that also used up the pool. The next fish is at the top here. Where is it? I don't know if I can reach this. No, I think I'll skip this one. I realize now that I probably should have hid that quest UI the entire time. Oh well. Are we at the village yet? Oh, it looks like we're being attacked. So same method. Bye. Let's get away a bit faster. So, we've definitely reached our destination. I'll do one final fishing pool before we log off here. I don't foresee this guy coming back. Plus, our character is not having their frame flash red. We just completed an endeavor. Was the final fishing pool. Alrighty. Well, oopsies. Thank you for watching this video. Especially if you got this far. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.